So for audio listeners, I'm Jordan Heyman.
I'm Will Hope. Hi.
This is the Two Big Boys podcast, and this is our little intro to episode 1.
Hi. Okay. So let's talk about who we are first. All right, we're just gonna go into segment 1. So who the hell are the Two Big Boys, Jordan?
Well, I'm Jordan Heyman, as stated previously. I think
That's it.
Oh, there's not much more they need. I think the next episode is we're gonna get into some deep detail. Most people watching at the beginning probably know who we are. Anyway.
No, yeah, we'll talk about that at the end. We're gonna do too, but anyways. But okay, so let's talk about our goals for this podcast, because if we're making a podcast, it's gotta be a reason for it, you know. So what are?
I was thinking about this earlier. Actually, I was in the bathroom getting ready. I was like, you know what? We should talk about our goals.
Well, I already wrote that in the script, so do it.
Thanks.
Okay, so do it. No, it's fine. No, just keep sipping. It's fine. Okay.
That was ASMR. I think you could think long term, 5+ years, and say you want to be Sway House type shit or Barstool, but I think realistically right now my goal is 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, 500 listeners on Spotify. That's what I'm shooting for currently.
Cool.
And then at that point, then I think we start doing merch and get some hoodies out, give some people some free hoodies, and then people will start buying them.
That's rad. That's rad. Barstool does have some crazy hoodies. I was actually looking at that. That's not even on the script, but I was looking at their hoodies earlier, and they have nice hoodies. They're expensive as hell though.
Really?
There's
just with the Barstool.
There's kind of the high school kind of looky
I've seen
ones.
flags.
They're $100, and I'm I still want it because it's Barstool, but that's a thing. Yeah.
I've seen flags on the Syracuse Barstool, which apparently isn't official, but
I mean, not that I know. But.
So they sell the flags.
Oh yeah. Yeah. No, I just want to meet cool people, dude. I don't care. You get me? I want to meet cool people on the internet. Obviously at the beginning, you're only gonna get some weirdos on. Some weird TikTokers on, but it's gonna be some TikToker 50K followers. It'd be yeah, bro, I'll pull up. But it'd be so funny, and I'm not gonna diss them, but if they're that bad, I might throw a couple disses in there. But that's the thing. Okay. So our viewers, listeners, and fans. So that's what I put there, and I meant as in that what do you think? What is your idea of a listener fan? What are you going for? Are you going for a specific audience here? Or you're just screwing around?
No, I mean, to start off, it's right now we're just pulling anyone and everybody. I feel that's any
So if an
online
80-year-old grandma became your biggest fan, you would love it.
Yeah. I feel that's any online person though. You kind of at the beginning you gotta do this outreach.
I hope we get a granny. I hope we get an 80-year-old granny that becomes our profile picture and stuff, you know? She becomes just the logo of Two Big Boys. And she's not even a big boy, she's just an 80-year-old grandma. But yeah.
What's that one lady's name for the college basketball team?
Oh,
what's her name, dude?
Dude, I don't even know the actual team. I forget what the actual team is, dude. She's so funny.
They had a Cinderella run, didn't they?
I think they got destroyed this year at one point, though.
Really?
I think with the game they lost, they got massacred.
There were people making I forgot what year it was, whether it was last year or not, but there were people making so much money just saying, I'm betting with the Nana.
Yeah.
I'm betting with it.
I mean, this year we had Oral Roberts and a Moorhead, and I was hoping...
I still want a Moorhead.
They were going to face each other if they both won, their first game or something, and of course Moorhead let me down. I'm still going to buy Moorhead merch, though, most definitely. But anyways, all right. So we're gonna jump into our mini editions real quick because I thought they were important. So Logan versus Mayweather is a thing that is now official, and that is amazing. That is it. That's all I got.
It's
just
official.
June 5th is when it's supposed to happen.
I didn't know that.
I'm not
in tune with the fighting stuff.
It happened a couple of days ago. Dude, that's so funny. If this happens and Logan Paul wins somehow. The game of boxing is forever gone. It's gone. It's gonna be all about social media, like Jake Paul said at one point. It's just every true boxer fan is just gonna hate their life. People are gonna die. They're just gonna be so upset that Logan Paul beat Mayweather. It's gonna be hilarious. I'm putting $100 on Logan Paul. I told you.
Is he 51-0 or 50-0 right now?
51-0.
Imagine
he's
his
almost
only
twice
loss.
he's almost twice Logan's age though, and I'm just hoping like somehow he's just so old that he rolls over.
His only loss is to Logan Paul.
That would be
Imagine
the greatest thing.
headlines.
That would be the greatest thing ever. It would be like the Undertaker happen again. Like it would be hilarious. But I mean, yeah, that's that. I'm putting $100 on it. Stay tuned for that. If I get support, I'm putting 200 to $1,000 on it. But yeah, that's a thing. Okay, so now I was thinking about this. I was like, could a New York Sway House even happen? Like if somebody blows
Not
up.
here. Not in Liverpool, no.
No. But in
New York City.
New York City.
Yeah.
But there's in the social media game, it's only Barstool in New York. There's nothing else. At least that I ever heard of. It is
Well, all that
everything's in
means
LA.
is there's more
Because there's
opportunity though.
famous, and then there's social media like famous. That's a whole new famous coming up, and like it just doesn't exist. But I'm saying like, if somebody like us started getting something, could a Sway House exist in New York City? Do you think? I feel like it might get shut down. New York City hates that stuff.
I don't know. Like California is literally like a different planet almost than the rest of the
No, literally,
universe.
it's so funny.
Dude, like California is its own like being almost.
I feel like if I went there, I would have culture shock
Yeah,
in
no,
America.
they're so, like, I don't want to say weird, but they're just so different out there. It's not even like comparable to how just normal. Like you walk down the street and people are just completely different than how you like.
Yeah, people just
imagine.
walk and Ben Affleck's just like walking around. They're just like, oh, hey, that's Ben. But they'll literally just refer to him as Ben, like, yo, it's Ben. Like, I've already seen him at this cafe 30 times this week. Like, okay, anyways. So, let's finish up segment one now. Let's go back real quick. So, the idea of this podcast is we're going to bring guests on eventually. What we're going to do is we're going to interview each other.
Sitting right here,
Back
or
and
on
forth.
the TV.
Yeah, the TV probably. But we're going to be sitting back and, alright, we're going to have an episode devoted to him and an episode devoted to me coming up. We're going to, like, ruin each other's lives by posting on the internet. But, like, after that, our idea is we're just going to bring guests on. Doesn't matter who you are. You can be the most random person ever. It'll be like people we know at first, but like if we start getting like DMs for some random people that want to come on, we have no idea who you are, you're coming on. If you have something interesting to say, you're coming on, and I guarantee it's going to be the funniest thing I've ever heard in my life.
Oh, it will be good.
Like,
dude.
like I'm saying, like literally, if just some random dude from like Syracuse University just like, yo, bro, I'm trying to get on. Yeah, come on, like have fun. But yeah, so we need guests. So like, get on that, people. But anyways, all right.
Well, we should probably shout out our socials, just in case like they watch this somehow and don't know like from Instagram. So.
Do you want to do that now and at the end?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Well, we'll probably start making a routine out of it, but it's basically just two big boys podcast on everything on Anchor, on YouTube, and on Instagram right now, and we're gonna make a TikTok.
Making a TikTok.
We have
I'm
Twitter
lazy. That's
too,
my
but-
job. I made a Twitter. We don't know how to Twitter, but like,
Yeah, I don't use Twitter.
I'm
Do
just
you
gonna-
use Twitter at all?
no, I got banned on it really quick. I made 3 tweets. One of them, I was in my English class in like high school, and I looked up who the author was for like this like article that we did, and it was so bad that I tweeted at him and I said, "You are the worst writer I've ever seen in my life," in the middle of my English class. And then something happened in one of my shows I hated or I liked, and then like I was so mad at the like creator of the show that I tweeted at them very like things that you can't tweet, and then I got banned very quickly. But so now that is happening. So what I'm gonna do is I'm literally just gonna tweet at famous people 24/7. Just be like, yo, what's up? Just like no context. Like they're never gonna answer, but it'll just be hilarious. Like it's just people that look at our page are just gonna see like, you know, Brad Pitt, what's up, dude? What are you doing today? Little Yachty, you chilling, dude? Like
So when once we start get rolling with all this, I feel like we gotta get a camera to like bring out one of those steady ones that one of us can carry around, and then like we'll hit the mall or something.
yeah, oh no, we're gonna do
don't have
that.
to
We're
do
gonna
that.
we're gonna do such stupid things. We're gonna go to like parties with like drunk
Oh,
college
yeah.
idiots, and then we're just gonna interview them while they're drunk, and it's gonna be hilarious. Cause like who doesn't want to
The
listen
problem
to a
is
drunk
I'm
kid?
gonna show up to the party and I'm gonna get hammered, and you're gonna have to carry me around.
Yeah. Okay.
But the interviews will be great. They'll be awesome.
Okay. So now we're gonna get into some really juicy stuff. We're gonna talk about one of the greatest subjects to ever be made in humankind.
First segment on the
First
podcast.
real segment. Gay hour. Okay. Hear me out. My friends from Detroit taught me this. I got a couple friends from Detroit, so you know it's legit, all right?
Yeah, I never heard about this before.
Okay, so basically, the story of how I learned about it was we were chilling with we were a couple of friends from Detroit came up and we were chilling, and the one got a little too drunk. He's over 21, so we're good.
As you do.
But he just, you know, and then he literally FaceTimed one of his boys back in Detroit, and you're just like, bro, I love you, you know, like what people do when they're drunk with their bros. Like, so this dude responds with, dude, it's 12 or it's 10, like 30, like it's not even gay hour, bro. And then he's like, oh shit. He hangs up the phone and then he explained it to us. He's like, I gotta wait till midnight till like 1 that period. Because then when anything you do from 12 to 1 is gay hour. So it's like, it's not gay. Like it happens and it's just over with. We just don't talk about it the next day. That's the only hour you're allowed to do gay things while drunk. And we're all dying. But the best part is too, it gets to the end of, or it gets like to like 1:30 in the morning. So 1:30 a.m. And all of a sudden, you just hear him go, oh shit, I forgot. And he just starts hollering because he's like, no, I can't do it. Like, and he was fully committed. Like, he refused to do it for the rest of the night because he just didn't do it. So, like, yeah, it's just all gayness is allowed from 12 to 1. And it's like, I've had people know about it and then people not know about it. And I feel like that needs to be changed. I feel like gay hour needs to be universal. You know, like, PEMDAS.
That's
what I'm saying.
No, I like that. I think from 12 to 1, that's approximately the time where I would be at the point where I'm like on my phone trying to text.
Because when you're trying to tell your bros, yo, I love you, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Trying to be drunk. That's what people do.
I'll call you during the day, like any random day, and be like, hey man, like, I'm looking out for you. I care for you. And you're like, no.
No, I get angry.
You
I get
no.
really angry.
You're at the gym, like, trying to get a pump, and you're just...
I get so angry to do that stuff. I'm like, don't do that to me. Like, that's just weird. No, I don't want to do it. Anyways, okay.
That night I brought you chocolate to your house. Like, you remember the little lint ball?
This man comes over to my house on Valentine's Day after he goes to his girlfriend with lint chocolate and everything. Well, yeah, my bad. But lint chocolate and everything. And then he's like in my room, like, you know, just chilling in my bed, like playing like a game or something. I'm like, you brought me chocolate, now you're in my bed. Are you kidding me? It is Valentine's night. Like, you can't get any gayer than this. You can't. There's nothing. My dad was home. My dad looked at him and he was, I literally had to explain to my dad the next day that I wasn't gay. Like, it was that bad. It was awful. No, I don't even want to talk about it. Let's just
Kip looked at me so good. I walked in, because I brought, like, Tully's tender. I brought, like...
Yo, because you brought me dinner, too. You literally set me up like a one-night stand. Like, you literally set me up for a one-night stand. It was disgusting. I was like, what are you doing? This is getting too gay. I need to move on. Let's just move on. All right, next segment. We're going to move on to a segment called Worst Rappers. Because, some rappers suck, dude. And, like, let's start off with an obvious one. Smoke Perp. What the hell is that?
I've listened to... I, like, couldn't even name one song.
He's got that Audie song, which honestly isn't that bad. It's like known as one of the, like, some of the greatest, like, SoundCloud songs is what I've heard.
I'm pretty sure we can play clips. So
yeah, I mean, you kind of want to know. It's not that great.
Well, I like posts. I'll do it.
Saw him in concert, too. That was...
You did?
At the fair, yeah.
Oh.
The New York State Fair. It was like... It wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. He sucks, but it just wasn't... I was going expecting to hate my life. I didn't hate it that
like
much.
Being at a concert enhances the performer
It was
by
so awful.
20 times. Like, just being in a concert, like, atmosphere is going to make it feel better, even if
and there's like there's some people though that are just going to be naturally better in concert than others. Like I don't care. Machine Gun Kelly is going to be nasty in concert. Are you kidding me? His music is made for concerts. Like nobody's going to go listen to Mozart. Kidding me? The hell? Alright.
Well, Trippy's the next one.
Oh yeah, this one's gonna hurt a lot of people's feelings, and he kind of already spoiled it.
A lot of people are gonna
like
Trippy.
Hate us, but Trippy,
I just
kinda sucks, dude. And let me give you a couple reasons why. Trippy, I feel, has so many more albums than any other rapper out there right now. Like he has so many, dude. He has like albums that are like numbered. I feel like he has like 2 different ones that are numbered. You know what I'm saying? He has like Love Something 4. It's all the way up to 4, and then he has like another one. And I'm like, what? How are you doing this?
Track
No, literally. And out of all of those albums, I can promise you, every single one of you Trippy fans that aren't like diehard, like insane, just like the normal Trippy fan, listen to one or two on all of those albums, max. There is at least 15 songs on those albums you just skip. You never listen to again in your life. He sounds like a crying child, and you can't say that wrong. If you think he doesn't sound like a crying child half the time, you are lying to yourself. And you should go seek medical
there's
attention.
so many people are gonna hate you.
Good.
People are
They
gonna
should
come
go
back and watch this episode and be like,
Yeah,
fuck that
I
guy.
hope I blow up and this gets me canceled. I hope this gets me canceled.
It's just not liking Trippie Redd.
I hope we're gonna get Trippie Redd in the podcast. That's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna get him on.
He's gonna look at you and just be like, man,
No,
fuck you.
no, because what's gonna happen is this clip, if you ever blow or something, this clip is gonna get clipped to him before he comes on to. He's gonna see it, but I'm gonna flame him. He's gonna come on expecting just a regular podcast, and I'm gonna go, "Why do you suck, dude?" He's gonna get mad. He's gonna leave in a couple minutes, but I'm gonna be like, "Dude, why are you awful at what you do?" Like, okay, what was the last one? Oh yeah, so this one.
I don't necessarily agree with this one.
I don't think he's bad. I just think he has the same issue as Trippie. With the album like regard, like Chance the Rapper, I like fans of Chance the Rapper. Once again, it's more like 4 songs per album. But after those 4 songs, I don't think you guys can name another song on the album that you guys like. And like wasn't his latest one just awful? Did people just hate it?
I didn't even listen to it. I like Chance the Rapper. Well, I like when he like raps. I don't really
He
like
has
when he
amazing
like tries
songs.
to get vibey.
But like, when one of your best songs is with Ed Sheeran, like if that's one of your best verses on an Ed Sheeran song as a rapper, you need to reevaluate your life. No disrespect to you though, Chance. You aren't actually that bad. Like 65th Ankle Slide, like that's some deep stuff. That's like a 10 out of 10 song for me.
I like that
But
song.
like, overall, you're kind of terrible. And I
when
think
he goes hard, like
When he
on
goes
his
hard,
In
it's
a House
ridiculous.
freestyle, I think that's what it's called.
Yes.
It is insane, dude.
When he goes-
I've
that is-
never seen him go like that hard on a song.
some of his verses are in like top 100 rapper verses of all time. Like they can be, but is he a top 100 rapper of all time? Not even close. I don't even think he's a top trillion. Like, God. Okay, so like we're kind of moving fast.
We are moving fast. We're already 20 minutes in.
Yeah, but I mean, we can keep going. We can make up some stuff at the end.
Right.
So I think we should definitely get into this one because this is hilarious, though. So let's start. This is 2 segments put into one. So we're gonna start with the first one. I was thinking about, what we could talk about on our first podcast, and I was like, dude, we got to get like a wide variety and everything. So like, we gotta get the women in there too. So I was thinking about, dude, I was like, when I talk about women, I was like, dude, women kind of save men though at parties. Like, think about it. Like, dude, when you go to a party, who the hell's breaking all the tables and everything?
Right.
The dude.
No,
And then there's literally that one girl that she's either pissed. She's pissed at whoever was breaking that damn table. She's like, stop it. Or she's like, just like a clean nanny mom, like walking around like, I'll just clean this broken table, it's fine. And then like, I'll like make sure this guy's not bleeding to death. Everyone else just like, the dude's bleeding on the ground. They're just like, yeah. And then she just like,
there are guys that at the beginning of the night, they'll sit there and they will like kind of be the mom guy almost and like keep everybody like in line. But then it gets to a point where no matter what kind of male you are, you get drunk enough to where that doesn't matter anymore. You're gonna be doing crazy shit.
So what I wrote here is, could men have a party and not die without women? And die without women. I can't spell apparently, or grammar, or whatever the hell you want to call it. But anyways, so my thought was like, imagine like a club or something, 800 dudes in there, not a single woman. That's already a problem in itself. But like 800
that's
dudes.
bad.
Are people dying? Are people dying?
No, there's gonna be at least one death. Somebody or a very bad injury.
Somebody's gonna take like a Macbeth whiskey shot from GTA where you just immediately pass over and they're just gonna die. And no dude's gonna care. They're just like, dude, I just want to get more drunk. Like, there's a dead dude on the ground. Who cares? Like, I legitimately think if 800 dudes went to a party and there was not a single girl there, first off, the sausage fest is just disgusting, like I said. But second off,
It's gonna be sweaty. It'll stink.
50. I'm saying 50 dudes are dead.
50 out of 800.
I'm saying 50.
800's a
Because if
big
one
amount of
goes,
dudes.
nobody's there to stop the next one from going. And they're all just going to think, yo, it's hilarious. They're all just going to hop right on in.
How many people were at the
That was
party that you had? that you had?
My party?
Like the biggest one.
Yeah.
You had 2 good ones.
I had like 150, I think.
Was it really?
Around. It got kind of crazy, dude. It was pretty fun.
So like 8 times that. Just guys, like
All just guys.
Just at that party alone, there were people like punching holes through your door and stuff.
Right. Cool. Yeah. I don't drink, so.
I was literally gonna shotgun a non-alcoholic beverage
Oh yeah.
at the beginning of the podcast, but I left them in my car.
Oh well, I don't drink because I'm.
Oh yeah, that's
underage.
why it was a non-alcoholic
Yeah, I don't drink
beverage.
because I'm underage. So.
That rhymes with ear
Deer?
or year.
Like Woke AF, the energy or like the pre-workout. Deer, Woke AF. Is that what you're talking about?
Gym stuff.
Speaking of which, I'm about to try Woke AF. So if anybody knows about that, first off, tell me if it's good or not. Second off, shout out to Woke AF. Hopefully you're good. If you're not, I will
Imagine the
never.
sponsor
I'll never
was
give you that sponsor again. So you better be good. All right, moving on. Anything else about this topic we need to get into? I mean, we kind of just went over it all. I mean, I like how I said girls just kind of exist there so we don't die. Like, I don't think there's a better way to sum that up than they just kind of exist there, and then like, you know, we're about to die, and they're like, no, don't, and then we're like, yeah, I probably shouldn't.
Here's the thing: when you go to any party, you walk in the door. What's the first thing you do? Like the first thing that runs through your mind, like the second you go through the door. It's just kind of an open-ended question. So
I mean, I kind of just like, you know, check the vibe and stuff, see what's going on. Normally, I tend to like see like people kind of like having not a fun time, so I kind of like spend like 20 minutes in a night to like go like make sure they're chilling. And after 20 minutes, I'm like, all right, I gave you a chance to like feel better. So if you're not at this point, I'm not doing it anymore. Like, you know, I try to be a nice guy, but after 20 minutes of being a nice guy, if you're not vibing, I'm not doing it. Nah.
I feel like the first thing, if I walk into a party, first thing I do is alcohol check, non-alcoholic beverage check.
Yeah.
YouTube.
Yeah.
And then it's just girls. Like after that, like even when I wasn't, even when I wasn't single, I would look around and like, there's girls there. Like I have to be aware of myself, and I have to be aware of them, because I'm not single. Now that I'm single, it's more of like I can get drunk now, and they can
non-alcoholic beer.
Non-alcoholic beverages.
Again, I'm gonna swing us in a whole different direction real quick. But you said what? You said alcohol or whatever, and I was thinking about it, and I was like, dude, because I've been looking at all this algorithm stuff on like everything on TikTok. There are so many things you cannot say, or like you will not get any.
Is that
views.
why they like say?
But listen to this. So like, think about this. I go on my TikTok, dude, and there are women talking about their sex lives, literally their whole sex lives on TikTok, in one TikTok, and I'm like, first off, how can you get your whole sex life in 10 seconds? Amazing job. Like, first off, I think that's amazing. Like, I hate it, but like, I think that's an amazing job, dude. You can get your whole sex life in 10 seconds. Good for you, bro. But, well, actually, maybe not good for you at the same time. But, anyways, freaking, like, they can do that, and that it blows up. It blows up, and at that point, you cannot say it's like it's not TikTok doing it on purpose, because they all blow up, all of them. It's like, it's a more younger vibe, and I get it and stuff, and like that's just how like we kind of are nowadays. But it's like, dude, they're just straight up being like 17, being like, yeah, I've kind of fucked like 12 people. Like, but you can't do fuck, marry, kill. You can't say fuck. If you say fuck, you don't get shit. Nothing happens. I found that out on the podcast that I was watching. Like you can't do it.
So,
like you can't do shit like that. But I can just talk about my sex life.
So when I see people, they say like weed, but they say it like OUID. They spell it like that, like on the little captions or whatever on TikTok. Like that's for that reason.
Yeah, I would think so, because I see the grass emoji all the time now, and it's like, does TikTok like have specific things that doesn't? It's like yes, sex, but it's like no, drug, like.
Because no, it's a business, dude. Like if you put a pretty girl on screen,
yeah,
there's gonna be more guys.
They're making a stupid amount of money because.
So they're gonna be more
because
lenient
girls
with
are
that.
not, because it's like the girls are all gonna do it now because
Right.
like the ones that are getting popular did it. So
Right.
it's like, unless you're a
Kinda like
Charlie or something,
follow-
and you just randomly
It's kind of a
explode,
follow the leader thing. They're just
Yeah.
they're gonna do it, and it's gonna get TikTok
and
more
then
publicity,
that
and more
goes,
business.
oh hey, there's
gonna
naked
get
women
money.
on our thing right now. Look at this money coming in. Wow. It's like I don't even get it, dude. But okay, let's get off of that. Let's get off of that. Freaking, we're gonna go back to women about saving us and stuff, like parties, because the second segment that's talking about that goes with it. So we're gonna talk about White Claw just ruining the balance of parties. Like, college is over. College is, I don't know when the 8% ones are coming out, but college is over when that happens. People that like, like I don't know. I think like a girl's drinking like 5 White Claws during like a party night. Like I would think that would be a reasonable number. I don't know if it's more or less. I don't know how girls drink really, but
I
like
imagine about 5.
if they drink 5 now, they're drinking 8, and they're not gonna think about that. The girl that's supposed to save us is gone. She's gone. She's more gone than the dude that's about to die. Are you kidding me? We're done. People are gonna die on college campus. It's over. College, they're gonna remove college from existence. College is just gonna be a thing of the past. They're gonna be like, too many people died because they freaking overdosed on White Claws. Like,
I feel like in the past has been 3 types of girls at a party. There's been the girl that's trying to get with a guy. There's been the mom that's trying to save people, and then there's the girl that's just blackout drunk and passed out on the floor, and she's probably shat herself.
okay, so what about the girls that don't want
So
to get
now-
with somebody but aren't blackout drunk?
That don't what?
What about girls that don't want to get with anybody that aren't blackout drunk? That shit doesn't exist. Is that what you're telling me?
No, yeah, that doesn't exist.
Wow.
Completely no.
Oh wow,
So
you are
there's-
gonna get canceled very quickly in the future.
I'm just being honest. Like, if you're at a party and you see a girl, and it's the same with guys too. It's human. It's a human thing. There's most guys coming to a party
Yeah,
with the mindset of who am I getting
Yeah.
with tonight.
I'm so weird with that though. I love watching the people try to hook up and fail. That's always what I do. There's so many times I brought a bag of popcorn to the party, found the microwave, popped it, and then sat on the couch with somebody. I go, yo, watch this, and we just witness people get rejected the whole night. It's fun. It's really fun.
Back to my last point. Since there was 3 types back then, now that these 8% are coming out, there's going to be 2 types. There's the blackout, and then there's the ones that aren't at the party, because everyone's going to be blacked out. If they go to the party, they're going to be blacked out. 8% White Claw. That is ridiculous. That's it in itself is a menace to society. A menace.
That's people. My only answer is people are going to die. That's it.
White Claw is going to get even bigger.
No, White Claw is going to explode. What do you think is going to happen as a business, though?
Is White Claw a publicly traded company?
I have absolutely
I need
no
to invest in White Claw.
Wow.
Dude, imagine.
I put everything I own. Only,
Thousands.
but you have to pull out
Thousands.
instantly, because as
Oh,
soon
yeah.
as one person dies, the freaking no, dude. I don't know. It's like 8%. Like that 3%. It's like it's deadly. Like that's gonna do
That's
terrible
ridiculous.
things to people.
That's like an IPA. Like most people wouldn't even touch an IPA. Like right now, 8% beer. Like then White Claw is gonna make it taste good.
No, it's good.
And you're
I
gonna
don't.
drink
There's
it
not
all,
even gonna
like-
be a taste difference. It's White Claw. There's not gonna be. The only thing you taste in White Claw is bubbles. If you say it tastes like anything else, you're lying to me.
No, whatever flavor it is, I get a little hint of that with what regular seltzer water tastes like. That's it.
You know what you didn't get?
What the?
You didn't get orange juice.
Oh, I didn't get orange juice. He doesn't. He hates orange juice apparently. Even though, do you like apple juice?
Apple juice is good. Every other juice is good. Oranges just. I had oranges as a kid. They were disgusting. And then the last time I had orange juice was a year ago, and I projectile vomited.
Apple juice is
when it
good,
went into
but
my mouth.
orange juice is
I
bad.
projectile vomited as soon as orange juice touched my mouth. And I
Apple
haven't had it in a
juice
year since.
is okay to you, but orange juice is
Because I
bad.
used to be super picky, but at this point I'm not. Like, I'm picky about some things, but like I eat mostly everything now. But oranges just, they gotta go, man.
You get very trepidatious with food stuff. I'll like order something at a restaurant and be like, bro, this is so good, try it. And you'll take the littlest nibble, like a kid. You just like this, just like
Well, that's
literally.
why I
with
don't want to
two
eat your
hands.
food. I feel bad eating people's food.
No, it's not because you don't want to eat my food. You're taking a little nibble to try.
No, the last thing I remember, whatever the last thing
You did
had
it with the
though
fish stick last night.
gonna call Kat, but I don't want to.
Swear to God, you did it with the fish stick.
It was I love fish sticks. Why would I?
I don't know. I was like.
Then you just think I'd do it.
And then you just took it and you just took the little. I don't know if you just.
Oh yeah, because I don't want to eat your shit.
You're gonna
I
eat
just
the whole
feel
fish
bad in
stick
general.
anyway.
I'm sorry. I feel bad about things. Oh my goodness, I'm a terrible human. Jesus.
Yeah, fuck you.
Okay. So I mean, are we like 30 minutes in? Okay. Well,
Yeah,
we actually have one more thing on script because, as I said, there's a last minute add-in that I didn't tell you about really. But I mean, then we have the next episode thing that we wrap up with that.
Yeah.
But last minute add-in. So I know you're not as woke as me in the social media world, but like that's what we're gonna have to get into. So like we're gonna have to talk about that stuff and like
Right.
get that demographic in here.
Obviously.
Nessa Barrett is what we're gonna talk about because she just started posting. Like do you know anything about it? Basically, she was with Josh Richards, one of the Sway House dudes. He's best friends with Jaden, whatever his last name is. He's like, you've heard some of his songs, I'm sure.
Yeah. You showed me.
Yeah.
A few of them.
But so he's on that Nessa song, that new La Di Da Nessa song that came out.
Oh yeah.
And basically they fucking hardcore. They're on Ellen and shit. They're on freaking, I think it was Jimmy Fallon. They've been fucking. We don't know how long they've been fucking. They probably been fucking before Josh even knew they were fucking. But basically, Josh got fucked over. Josh got fucked over hard, and Nessa became like, everybody's dream crush to like men turned into like, women ain't shit. And like she's like the face of women ain't shit now. So her and Jaden have been off social media. I don't know if Jaden has actually, but she's been off social media for a minute now. And I don't know why she decided to come back. Supposedly it's her, I think it was supposedly shit on Twitter that it's like her people posting the stuff now. But like all of it is reference to like what's happening. Like one of them, like the TikTok she posted I saw, it was literally like the sound of like some like, toxic bitches and shit and stuff like that as she's claiming to be a toxic bitch clearly. And then the comments are insane, dude. I wish we could pull them up right now, but it's literally just thousands of comments. There's more comments than likes almost, and it's just like, you're awful, you suck. You're like, this girl is getting bullied. I've never seen somebody get bullied this hard in my life before. It is, I shouldn't say it's funny, but like, she had it
I get
coming.
what you're saying though.
I think Nessa's cool, but like she had it coming. She knew what she was doing. She knew she screwed herself over. Like she's still gonna be a rich kind of person and everything.
Oh, yeah.
Her music's picking up, but like, dude, these comments are bad. Like they get clever too. They're like, to the toxic one, they're like notice how there's only one toxic bitch in the room and shit like that. Like they got clever with these. They got like, she posted on her Instagram and everything too, and like it's just everywhere. Every social media she posts on, every single one she's got slaughtered on, and it's hilarious. And I just like, I don't know. What is your commentation on that? What do you think so far? So you need to get into this world that I'm
I do need to get into it. I think just from what I've heard, she is kind of she's a jumper. That's what I'm gonna call it. She
well,
kind
yeah,
of
there are hoppers. There are hoppers.
Yeah, but I mean,
but like,
so wait, was she like? Did she cheat on any? Like, was she like with somebody and then?
Josh Richards, the dude of Sway House. Jaden is Josh's best friend, like I said.
Right.
They were both in Sway House, and like, from my knowledge and Josh's, they don't really know when X things happen, but like, it's like shit happened.
Oh, yeah, I feel
it
like
may not have
like
been
it's still
cheating,
messed up. Whether it's
but,
cheating or not, it's still like
that's his
it's your
best friend and stuff, and now they're traveling the world together without him. It's. She's getting a lot of hate. I've never seen the internet like agree on something before. Like normally you see like stands with the person like, no, we love this person. I saw about 7 comments of that. I scrolled through like hundreds of comments just to see like how deep they got. About 7 of them were like, "Oh, Nessa," and I was like, "That's Zoe Laverne didn't get that much hate."
She's pregnant, right?
Yep.
Is it the pregnant blonde one?
Yeah, like.
Is that the one that driver's license is about, or who is that?
No, that's Sabrina Carpenter.
Oh, other blonde one.
Sabrina Carpenter is a beautiful human. Zoe Laverne is
Not as pretty
a
as the
creature.
other one. Who's the other one that I said was prettier last night?
Olivia, whatever her name is, the one that made the song.
Yeah, I think she's prettier.
Olivia, I don't want to say her last name because I'm gonna mess it up. But it starts with an I.
Rodrigo?
That's what I was thinking it was, but I feel like that might not be what it is, and I don't want to look stupid.
Maybe.
So I'm just gonna put 10. Okay. So yeah, that's all that. I mean, freaking I mean, do we really need to talk about it anymore at the moment? I mean, I think we have to wait for more details to come to this point, because like any prior knowledge is already talked about, and it's like, who cares? That's the thing with the social media world. You gotta time that thing. Like, you
Right.
gotta, like, it happens. You gotta be like, all right, we gotta go now. Like, we gotta get on the podcast right now.
That's why TMZ is always, because they get those like live footage. That's why TMZ is still so big.
But it's addicting. I know so much about that world. It's
Really?
yes.
I don't just like.
I have like
How do you even see that? Just TikTok and.
podcasts and stuff just on TikTok. The Shade Room kind of appears here and there, like, you know, just like, and it's not just only TikTok people. It's the social media famous people that are influencers, not this whole new generation.
Like, I don't see any of that stuff on TikTok. Like ever.
I just
I
got
literally
Instagram
see
stuff. I don't
dogs
know.
and like.
I just get
stuff.
interested in it. I don't know why. I'm kind of like, it's just kind of my thing. It's like my junk of the world that I eat up. You know what I mean? Everybody has that like one thing. A lot of people have a lot of things they eat up that is junk, but like that's like my only thing I allow myself to eat up, of like junk of the world. I don't know. I think it's entertaining. All right. Well, real quick, let's just take a second to explain how we're gonna do this. We already really explained it, but yeah. So next episode, or do you want to do me first, or do you want to do you first?
I don't care. If you have better ideas, I would do me first, because I would still have to think of anything
Yeah.
that I.
Well, yeah, like I said earlier, I mean, I'll go into a little more detail. I'm gonna question the absolute hell out of this man on the next episode. This man, any secrets that he has, anything that will get him canceled, is coming out. I'm making sure it's coming out. Everything. You're gonna learn who Jordan Heyman is, and you're gonna realize why he's awful. And then he's gonna do the same for me on the third episode. I think is what's gonna happen.
Right. So for it, basically the next 2 episodes are get to know us a little better, and then from then on,
We're gonna try and have a guest as much as possible, and then like
yeah, I like that.
if we have topics that like a guest is not needed for, then if
We
something
still gotta talk about who the first guest is.
if
because
something
there's-
mind shattering happens that like a guest should not be there for, it should just be us talking, we'll probably do it. But like, I just think interviewing people is gonna be really funny,
yeah,
especially
no,
with
the
our
dynamic will be
dynamics.
so different. Like,
Because like I'm gonna be like asking like really thoughtful questions to certain people that I like, but then people that like you're gonna be able to tell instantly what I think about a person. Like it's gonna be 5 minutes into every podcast, the person's gonna go, "Wow, Will hates this dude." Like you're just gonna be like,
there's gonna be one person that I know we're gonna have eventually. I'm gonna sit in my chair all the way back here like this and not say a word.
I
I'm
actually
pretty sure.
have somebody else from them too that is way funnier for reasons that I have, which we'll get to. We don't need to talk about it right now, but like
Right.
there's a couple from that now, but like that's insane. But no, there's like I'm saying like the randos, because there's gonna be randos that want to get on it. Like I'm gonna be like, you know what I mean? Like it's not gonna, you're not gonna like interview them to get them on, but you're gonna be like real quick, just like, do you have anything interesting about you?
Sure.
Or like, and then there's gonna be some people though that like when you like really interesting and they tell you something, I'm gonna know, be like, dude, I'm gonna hate this person. They're coming on. Like
I feel like when we do like randoms, we'll have them on the TV.
something like that.
Yeah, because I can just like hook up my laptop. We got like, I should probably explain the setup we got going on a little bit too. So I have.
That sounds lame.
Oh, it's the end of the video. I have my PC right there, my monitor. It's running all
We're
that
not
stuff.
done yet. We still have like another like 7 minutes minimum.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna make stuff up because why not?
It runs to the mixer. The mixer goes to the mics, and then we got our camera and light
Our
over there.
little amazing
We're not
setup.
gonna talk about what it is.
I took boxes and I built them up, and
We're gonna
now
talk about what it is.
here we are. We got like the little Pixar lamp on top too, bro. It's
Call it Pixar.
It's nasty, bro.
It's blue.
It is blue. It's a little cooler than the actual Pixar lamp. I'm not gonna lie. I kind of like it. I feel like if we blew up, there's gonna be a time where I'm gonna make us do the podcast like this still. Like we're in LA and something or whatever. I'm I'm making us come back to this room. I'm building my box fortress again. And then
It's good. I mean, it's good
it's
quality.
awful. It's awful.
It's like, had we not said anything, everyone would have thought we just had a camera with a tripod set up, because the lighting's right above it, just like a normal camera would do.
Dude, what if the whole time it's been like showing the bottom of the box?
Suck. I'd be editing for a while.
I want to check so bad. Well, I'll put it at the end. But dude, if it's on the box, I'm not doing the podcast. That happens. We're posting the first episode with it in there, but then I'm done.
We just
That's
have an
it.
arrow pointing
That's
to
it.
it. This is why we quit.
I'm just continuing. Like I'm gonna like uninstall the Instagram and everything. Like it's all over. There's. Oh
Alright,
my
so
God.
in edit, I'm gonna put our Instagrams and stuff to follow up here again. I'll have them like in the top. You can click on.
That was awful.
What was awful?
I don't know. I feel like you're branding us a lot like a YouTube to start off, and I like.
It's kind of what we are.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, which I'm fine.
Well, because
no, that's fine.
the main source is like.
We can talk about this. We can talk about this after camera.
Yeah.
Okay.
The main
So-
source is gonna be YouTube. For now, I'm pretty sure.
I feel like I'm gonna be making most of the scripts in the future. So like, you know, I mean, you're obviously gonna have ideas, but it tends to be I am more into this field. You're more of the business.
Yeah.
mode. Okay. Like, so is there anything you want to get off your chest at the moment, or you want me to start spitting? Like,
Oh, you can do what you want.
you
I'm
want me to
just.
start spitting?
I mean, yeah. For now, I think we're good. We kind of went through all the segments, and obviously that's this is our first episode, so it's probably not the best content that we're ever gonna put out. But
No, this is they only goes downhill from here. Do not lie to them. Are you kidding me?
it's episode 1.
No.
It's episode. This was a very tame, like orderly kind of podcast. It's not gonna be how it is.
Oh no.
Even next
I'm
episode,
surprised I didn't get mad at you.
When
yet.
you start to interview me, there's gonna be issues. There's gonna be desk slamming. All my water's already gone.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need like 5 waters during that episode.
We'll talk about it later. Okay. But yeah, no, I'm surprised I haven't been mad at you yet. That's like, I don't think I've ever not been mad at you for like 45 minutes in one sitting in the past years. I don't think it's ever happened. I hate you.
There tends to be times where I piss you off
A lot.
heavily.
And I
Has
never,
it
I
always been
never,
like that? What
yeah.
about
Well,
when
not like in the beginning.
like when we first met in middle school? Like the first time we hung out, I came over to your house. We played basketball for like an hour and probably said 2 words to each other, and then I went home.
That's cute, I guess. I don't know.
Like,
People are gonna
somebody-
ship us. There's gonna be like, if we do become famous, there's gonna be edits, you know, of like, you know, things swinging around like on edit form, and it's just gonna be us, and like there's gonna be like, you know, like fan art. We're gonna have fan art of us kissing, and it's gonna Pete Davidson or whatever. I hope they start kissing. Oh god, it's gonna be awful. Now I want to get famous just so like that. That's how I know I made it. If I see
You see
fan art
the
of us
fan art?
kissing, that's how I know we made it. Because that means somebody took the time to do that, and they care about us that much to ship us that hard. Like,
I can't wait till I'm looking forward to like a clip, like scrolling through TikTok or something and seeing a clip of us. Like imagine that, like on some other like page, you
a
just
clip of me just screaming at you.
like we're just mad at each other or something.
No, you don't get mad at me. That's the
I
funniest
get
thing.
there's certain
Some-
when I get mad and I'm yelling for like 20 minutes. Like
I
I'm
never
using
care.
my
I never
no, you
care.
sit there and stare off and just laugh at me because at that point you don't care about whatever the topic we were on was.
It's because Mad You is not intimidating at all to me. It's not even slightly intimidating.
Because you know I'm all bark no bite. You've known me for so long now.
It's not gay hour. I don't feel like you can say that if it's not gay hour. Let's practice
no
that. Let's
bite.
practice that. You can't, yeah. It was the way you said it. I guarantee people will know what I'm talking about. The way you said it. It was, I don't want to talk about it. I just want to move on.
Okay.
Who's like the one of the guests you want to get on? Like, it can be anybody. It can be,
Are we name dropping? Because I know who I want as my first one, like for sure.
no, I'm saying like famous people if you could ever get there.
Oh.
It can be social media famous. It can be all the way famous like Drake. Like,
If I could literally pick anybody in the entire world. Oh, dude. I'd want somebody like. I want a comedian. I feel like do you know who
Kevin Hart.
Something like that, but I don't know if I'd want Kevin Hart. Do you know who Christy Elliott is?
Why not Kevin Hart?
I feel like he's like not my type of comedy. Like he's hilarious. I think he's funny, but I think there's funnier
That's
comedians.
just
out
racist. That was just racist.
there.
Somebody's gonna clip.
They're gonna
now.
clip it
And then
and
in the
just be like,
future, now it's gonna be
Jordan
clipped. It's gonna be
hates-
Jordan Heyman doesn't want Kevin Hart on the show. That's what it's gonna
Oh
be.
my god.
Because he's racist, like with like 7 question marks on TMZ in 2024.
From the
What's gonna
first episode of the first podcast.
Dude, that's the thing though. Like, It's TikTok, dude. It's what it is. Those kids dig that shit up. Like they find that shit. They're cults. TikTok has cults. Like if you say something years ago, like it was bad before, but no, TikTok is to a new level. They will find it and they will make sure everybody knows about it. It is a straight cult. It is insane. So you hate Kevin Hart for the rest of eternity online.
Apparently, yeah, no. Fuck Kevin Hart. I don't like him. That's gonna be clipped. That's gonna be clipped at some point.
Not like my favorite people, but I want Dave Portnoy and I want Josh Richards on this podcast. That BFF podcast, bro, they're geniuses too. They know what they're doing. Josh, I know you don't know Josh like that. That kid, he's our age or whatever. He is a genius. He takes our business ideas. No, millions. He's like a mini Mr. Beast running around. Like it's nasty. He owns so many companies.
He's like wealthy.
He's pretty damn wealthy. It's insane, dude.
Has Barstool ever had like Elon Musk or anybody like that?
I have no idea. I just love Dave Portnoy. He's so funny, dude. He's the greatest 4-year-old to ever exist besides Elon.
That's the first one. That would be a good.
And it would be huge. It would get us.
Oh yeah.
And it wouldn't be like impossible compared to like getting like Drake or somebody on here.
Yeah, that'd be very, very difficult. Drake probably hasn't even been on any podcast.
Nah, he's definitely had to be on some.
I don't know. Like maybe like that one.
Drake's a word man though. Like he uses his words. He knows what he's doing. Like
I just feel like he's like when
too
Drake,
famous.
Not too famous, but at this point he's old enough to where he's like, I'm successful. I can make music and I don't need to do much else.
Let's do this. Okay.
But now, like when he would have been on a podcast when he was younger, I feel like podcasts weren't really a thing.
Yeah, notice how Drake wasn't on the awful rappers list. Some of y'all out there think Drake is bad. Some people think that, and to the people that think that, I will find you. And I'm not even gonna say I'm gonna kill you because I'm gonna do worse than that.
No, Drake's good. He's
you don't have to love Drake. I don't care. But if you think Drake is bad, listen to me closely. Listen. You're dead. I will find you.
Just stare in the camera.
Yes. I'm mad. It's all opinions. Everybody can have an opinion, right? All opinions are fair, are right, whatever the hell term you want to use. That's bullshit. Because that opinion exists. And that's just wrong. But it's fine. Every other opinion is probably accepted in some way, shape, or form. Besides Drake being bad. At that point, you might need to seek medical attention.
So, since next episode you're asking me a bunch of questions, you want to ask me a question right now? Leave it off on a little cliffhanger.
A cliffhanger? I mean, What is tell the fans one of the stupidest things. Yeah, okay, whatever. I don't really care, dude. I'm clearly an asshole, but a decent person at the same time, and I think you can already tell after one episode. But just tell one of the worst stories you can think of with an ex, because you have some hilarious exes. Anything. God. It doesn't have to ruin you. It can just literally anything with exes in you is hilarious.
Oh man. See, the problem is I'll say it and then
or is that just do we want to just leave that at a cliffhanger? We could just leave that at a cliffhanger and then we could come back.
I got a little story I can tell without name dropping anybody yet.
Oh.
There's not an ex, but
name dropping gets us views though.
Somebody I was acquainted with for a time.
It was Nessa Barrett.
Somebody I was acquainted with for a time.
Nessa Barrett. Jordan Heyman got with Nessa Barrett. Confirmed. That's the title of this episode.
Okay.
All of you.
Just Photoshop her next to me or something.
Yep. Kidding me?
But
millionaires.
Basically we had the same birthday. It's December 30th. So I was at her house and her boyfriend at the time came and picked me up. and drove me home because I didn't want to get an Uber.
So you condone cheating, is what you're saying?
No, I was a douchebag.
So you condone cheating?
No, I was a douchebag.
No, you condone cheating is
No,
what I'm
I was a
hearing.
douchebag.
You know how this whole point was to make sure to ruin each other? I'm already ruining you, and it hasn't started yet.
I was a faithful
Condones
man
cheating.
for almost 2 years with my first, like, at what I would call a girlfriend. Like, the girls in my
I hope
past
she
were not-
watches this and just thinks you're like the biggest loser of all time. You've mentioned her like 3 times, dude. I'm not even gonna cap. 3 times, you're 1 episode in. We're gonna be on episode 16. You're gonna be crying about her. It's gonna be hilarious.
Crying about it. No more tears.
He listens to a lot of Juice WRLD lately. I've seen it.
I haven't listened to a Juice WRLD song in a good
Yeah, no, 'cause you're a
6
loser.
months.
Anyways, continue with your story.
That's it.
Oh, I didn't even hear it.
Oh, well.
Don't repeat it because that would be dumb. But, ha, loser. What a loser, bro.
That's a story a lot of people already know, that know me at least. Like, I probably...
Yeah.
Obviously, we're going to be repeating a lot of... That's what I was thinking about the other day, too. For this podcast, we're going to know, like, about these stories, and we're just going to be repeating them and have to react like we didn't know them.
And I think it's going to be funnier because you're admitting it in front of a camera. I think I'm going to geek even harder than I did the previous time. Because it's like,
No, we
oh
got
my
some good
god.
stories.
Because every follower we gain is one more person that's going to learn about how dumb you are. And that makes me so excited. That finally, maybe, I won't be the only one that gets it. Maybe somebody, I'm going to get a DM from some girl at I don't know, Indiana University. It's going to be like, I completely understand you, that Jordan dude's so dumb, and I'm gonna fall in love. I'm gonna move to Indiana, get rid of the podcast. I'll still do the podcast, but in Indiana, and just be in love with this woman that understands how awful you are.
If we had fans pay for your trip to Myrtle Beach, would you go? Like 100% go? If it was completely fans.
Yes, I most likely will be going on that trip. It's just I have to grind a little bit because summer classes and I'm a nerd. But I mean that's not really
No, but
important. I mean we don't have a lot of time left. I don't feel like this is when we want to end this.
no, probably not. Probably not. But
You want to flip that cup? I kind of want to see you flip that cup. The audio viewers are never gonna know what happens. I'm gonna pretend you hit it even if you don't. The audio viewers are gonna freak out. Oh my god, he nailed
I haven't played
Dude,
flip cup.
he just
flip cup
landed
in
it.
so long.
It's stuck on the ceiling. It literally got stuck on the ceiling. It's
Why
just
did I look up?
That's insane.
Actually happened.
Yeah, it says gullible on the ceiling, buddy. That was great. I loved that. What if it wasn't recording this whole time? I mean, we still have the audio, so I mean, that was cool.
Yeah, we would have the audio. I just literally upload that because
Well, I mean, we're like, what? 50? We're 50 minutes in. I mean, one more quick thing and then we head out.
yeah,
I don't know, we just throw one more thing in there. I mean,
fast food.
you should,
fast food?
I would say, no, you should give a teaser. No, we'll do a whole fast food podcast, but you should do a teaser for mine. Ask me some.
Well, yeah, but I assume you've been thinking about it a little bit. I haven't. That was the whole point of me going first. 'Cause I
Yeah, but
haven't-
think about something that I wouldn't want to answer. There's probably things I wouldn't want to answer. You can think of really quickly.
Why do you hit women?
We can't. Okay. Okay. Yeah, apparently we're gonna have to talk about this because now I'm screwed. Wow, that's gonna get clipped and I'm canceled. That's cool. Okay. So basically, we're chilling. We're chilling with these two girls, right? So we're just all having a good time or whatever, just minding our own business. And I don't know. She wanted you, and I don't know. I think she was trying to get near or something, and she kind of shoved me jokingly to get more close to you. So I'm like, okay, and then I just kind of jokingly shove her back, and then the next morning comes around and you're just getting blown up. Your phone's getting blown up, and you're just like, dude. Did you hit Ray? Did you? I almost said her name. Oh my goodness. Did you hit that person? And I was like, no, we were in there the whole time, and you were
We're
like,
gonna have to cut that a little bit. I think.
nah, it's fine.
Just
Ra.
a minute.
Their names are Ra. Their names are Ra. That's what I'm referring to them as now. Ra. But freaking yeah. Then they were just and you were like, I was like, no, and you were like, well, she's kind of freaking out. And I'm like, why?
She was
And then she explained how she literally said to you, I shoved him and he shoved me back, and I was like, I literally looked at you and I was like, tell me that I did something wrong, and then you were like, I can't. So apparently, according to that day, I hit women. So I apologize. The podcast is already ruined. That's out. So I'm sorry. I let you guys down. Apparently, I hate
Will
women.
gets exposed.
I get exposed. I hate women. I hit them. Apparently.
No, that was bullshit. The complete bullshit.
That was
She
so
overreacted for one, and she's the type of person
Maybe-
to come
maybe-
up with things to
No
get
way.
other men in trouble. So
Maybe if I like pushed without her punching me, I could understand it. But she literally pushed
Even
me,
that, like-
jokingly pushed me, and I jokingly pushed her back. And she was like, and dude, at the time too, I was so scrawny. It was like even if I like pushed her full force, I probably wouldn't even move her because like I was just so tiny. But like, I don't know, dude. You know what? No, I'll stick to it. You know what? You can go ahead and clip it. Ready? I'll say it one time only. I hit women. Done. There you go. It's over. My career done. Done before it started. It's over.
oh, that was terrible, dude.
I'm never gonna get a job now because of this, aren't I?
I was gonna say something, but nope.
Okay, so that's episode 1. We're done with that. I'm canceled. I'm canceled.
Will's
officially.
canceled.
Jordan got with Nessa Barrett. You know what?
I think I got a great deal. It's just great. I got a great deal.
We're
on this
titling
episode.
every podcast to like two big boys do that, like two big boys.
Are we just
with-
doing two big
so-
boys take on a podcast?
I think we should do two big boys date Nessa Barrett and get canceled. I think that should be our first title.
I like it. I like it.
So this has been two big boys date Nessa Barrett and get canceled. You know, if you want to come back, go ahead. It's just two big boys podcast on like everything.
Literally everything.
So yeah,
Follow our Instagram.
Yeah.
DM us.
Our social
That's
media.
gonna be how we're reaching out to people the most. Is
Yeah.
probably Instagram.
We're gonna be like doing like a whole bunch of other stuff, social medias, like how Barstool, Dave does like pizza stuff. We're gonna like be doing weird stuff like that. But like, alright.
Like soon, honestly. Like I'd like to go to the
Yeah.
mall and start doing funny stuff.
So yeah, that's all happening. Yeah, that's really all I have. Enjoy your night or day or whenever the hell you're listening to this. I don't know when we're posting this. When are we posting this?
Friday night, probably.
Friday.
That's
Yeah,
when
that's a
I-
while away.
Well, yeah, but I've never edited and stuff before, and
So this is gonna be hot dog shit.
probably. Well, if
At least
if all
Nessa
else
Barrett's in the
fails, I
title.
send it to our
Nessa's in the title and canceled. Are you kidding me? This is perfect timing.
blowing up. And if I can't do it, then we got editor. But I'm gonna try because I would like
Go
to
ahead.
be able to be somewhat
Go ahead.
independent.
Also, I don't do bad things to women. Just so that's on the record. But
It's the last thing Will says. I don't do bad things to women.
that's it. All right, we're done. That's a wrap.